Stand up for what you believe in. Do not be ashamed. And love each other. Respect people with different views. I respect you if you voted for Trump. I hope you respect me because I voted for Hillary and Olivia and Harper, and that we want the best for our country, we want the best for our families and our children, and we want the best for each other. Hey guys, good morning, happy Tuesday. You guys had asked, I think it was Monique had asked about some stuff that I ate on the Daniel fast, and I was putting together my lunch and snacks, so I thought I would give you just a little glimpse. Daniel fast is basically like vegan but a little more strict, so no bread or anything like that. There, you can do like stone ground whole wheat wraps and things like that, but so that basically gives you an idea though. Usually if you can find a product or an item in a menu that's vegan, most of the time it will work. Not always, but sometimes. But so this is my lunch and stuff I'm packing to go to work today. First of all, for lunch, I'm gonna have this Amy soup, butternut squash. I like the light in sodium because you know soups have so much sodium in them. So the light in sodium tastes normal to me. And so this is it. I'll tell you one thing I love. Nope, that's not it. Especially when I'm doing this, is this chili. I think Olivia's talked about that I like it, even when I'm not doing the Daniel fast, but it's vegan, it's hearty, so, you know, it makes you feel like you're full. Sometimes I'm gonna say this soup doesn't make you feel like you're full. Okay, so anyway, these are peanuts and raisins, which is kind of like peanut butter and jelly. I mean, I know it's a poor substitute if you can have peanut butter and jelly, but if you can't, it's delicious. Very filling too, because there's so much protein in the nut. Let's see. Grapes. A cutie like Harper. Larabar gingerbread flavor. I'm a big Larabar person. I mean, I know they have a lot of calories, but they're vegan and they work on this plan fast. And then an apple. Ooh, Honeycrisp. I like Honeycrisp, but whatever works. These are not actually very good because Trader Joe's does not have very good produce. Let's be honest. Whole Foods is a lot better, but you're going to pay for it. So anyway, that's kind of the stuff I'm going to take today. When I'm on the go, I might get like at Starbucks. There's not much, but there are the That's It bars, which are just fruit in there, and sometimes I'll stop and get a smoothie maybe sometimes because you can tell them exactly what you want. There's not a Jamba Juice in Manhasset, but in Syosset, if I'm ever there, I'll stop sometimes. So yeah, so that gives you an idea of kind of what I'm taking. For breakfast, I usually eat oatmeal, either at Starbucks if I go there, or I have all the stuff to make oatmeal. It needs to be stone ground. These are quick cut, steel cut, not stone ground, steel cut oats. And then I'll usually put some raisins and cinnamon, and blueberries are really good. And then whatever else I had. Sometimes walnuts is really good. So that gives you a little idea. I need to eat more salad, but I do not like it, even when I'm not on the Daniel fast. So I try to force myself to do that. So anyway, Monique, I hope that answered your question.
What you got there, Dad?
We got some oatmeal.
With some blueberries.
Blueberries and this.
Oh, the most important nut mix. They got it right this time?
They got it right. And she gave me two.
That's nice.
And yeah, I was showing them what I was eating earlier because somebody had asked. So this is pretty much it. This is good. I mean, this is not nearly as good as when I make it myself.
But it's still good.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's very good. So.
I had a really weird breakfast. I had some yogurt earlier, and then it's a little bit later, and it's 11. And I had a few pieces of salami. Is that?
I'm gonna drop a nut.
Yep. And baby bell cheese. Anything to say this morning?
I'm trying to do all this for like. That's the only thing about the Starbucks is that you have to like
put it all together.
Oh my goodness, there's so many moving parts here. Then you have the spoon it. Show. It's like a. Are you making fun of me?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I'm also reading catalogs. All the Christmas catalogs came in. I'm headed into work to watch some community rides down in Tribeca.
Yeah.
And then we have to vote at some point today. And yeah, I'm very, very tired today.
You are?
yeah, I'm just starting to feel really tired. Like, just not run down in the sense that, like, oh, I'm getting sick, but just, I just need a day off, like a complete day off, you know? I'm just feeling that. So, anyways, onward and upward. Today is not that day, and that's okay. We're heading through Awesome Astoria. Yeah. Train above us.
Harper and I are going to church again, like we do normally on Tuesday. We don't normally go yesterday, but we go today. So we're going, but we don't have the meeting tonight. So we'll come back earlier, maybe pick up Mom.
Oh, pick up Mom, I like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, headed home. I got a lot of work done. Actually, that was the first time I tried that toddler room where he could really play, and we had a lot of room, and there was a desk, not a desk, but a table where I could set up my computer and work and watch him at the same time. So he ate, he played, he was just crazy, and he's really tired. I did set a pallet out for him, because the one thing I'd like for him to do when I bring him to work like that is I'd like for him to take a nap, but the concept, I don't even know if you guys have any suggestions of taking a nap in a foreign place like that, because he still views that as like playing as a special event. I don't know if he ever would, but it would be awesome if he did. So anyway, got some good stuff. We're gonna head back, because we don't have the meeting tonight, get Mom, take her to class, and then Olivia and I are gonna come back and vote, and Harper's gonna go with us because we don't have any other option. But I have a feeling it's gonna be a line, because we're gonna probably get there close to when the poll's closing, but if you're in line, they stay. We should have done it really early this morning, but guys, you know. So we got Mom. We got Mom from class.
Got Mom from class.
We're rushing because we have to make it to the polls by 9 p.m. so we can stand in line.
Yes.
This is going to be an adventure because we ran out of diapers, so I've got to run up into the house, get diapers, get him in the stroller, go stand in line with this little boy who's a little antsy right about now. Right, Mom?
Yes.
We can do this. Let's do this. Okay, we're on our way. We're going to make it. We have like 25 minutes. We can do it. We can do it. We can do this. So we went to the wrong polling place. So we're going 10 minutes down the road, which it was right by our house. Why in the world would we go? Anyway, I think we're gonna make it with 10 minutes to spare, but
Still.
thankfully there was no line there. Hopefully there's no line here too.
Well, regardless, they still, as long as we get there before 9, it doesn't matter if we vote after 9. We just have to be in the building
Yes.
by 9.
Right, Harper?
Poor Harper.
He's done so good. I mean, this has been a day for him.
Oh my God.
He just needs to run around our living room for a while.
Seriously.
Well, Harper,
He voted in his first election.
you voted in your first election. You did so good.
He did great.
So we made it and we did it. The polls just closed.
I, of course, was a complete moron and overvoted on my first ballot, so I had to get a second ballot.
It was very confusing.
I mean, like, I get it. Once I, like, looked at it and had them explain it to me, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. But I just thought to myself, do you know how many people's ballots did not count?
Oh, yeah.
Because
I mean, the
they
thing
did
is, the way they
incorrectly?
did it was they had to, like, you know, say Trump or Clinton would be, or is
May
in
be listed 4 times.
Yeah, they're in different
one-
parties. So it might be, like, Trump might be the Conservative Party, the Republican Party, the Working Families Party.
And then the same thing with Hillary.
With
was
Hillary
like,
Clinton. Yeah.
So I was like, so I voted for one person like 4 times in the first thing, even though it said vote for one, only choose one. But I was like, does that mean
It's confusing.
only bubble her name in once or his name in once?
And then, like, on the Supreme Court justices.
I voted for her. I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I know that's probably a shocker for a lot of people, but I I'm telling you, I thought long and hard, and I prayed about it, and no one candidate's going to be perfect ever, but I just believe she's going to do more good than bad, and there is nothing redeemable about him that I can find in my spirit. I just can't. And so, I mean, I talked to one of my friends today who's an African American who was in tears today talking about how she feels unsafe, and that I don't know. So anyways, I'm not getting into
Anyway,
that.
we don't need to get into a long political discussion because I'm sure we have lots of people with different views.
Yeah, most definitely.
But, all the views are welcome here, and we love
That's
that.
right.
But that's the decision that we came to. We
Yeah.
did the same, and we just felt that was the way. I mean,
And it was hard. I'm not saying,
yeah, like we
it was
didn't
just
decide till like 3 or 4 hours ago.
like
let's put
it
that way.
wasn't just like something. I mean, I have really toiled over this. Toiled,
Yeah.
is that the right word?
Yeah, we almost didn't vote. We almost
Abstained.
which is a valid form in
Totally.
democracy. But
we just
we
thought
just in the end
that
yeah.
was giving a vote to something we definitely don't want.
Yeah.
So, that's
So,
what we did.
Anyway,
I feel good.
we feel like we did the right thing by our conscience, and you have to do the right thing by your conscience.
That's right.
And in this country, we respect each other, and we don't look
That's
down
right.
upon each other.
Nope. And just to be clear, it wasn't a hard decision because I couldn't decide between the two. Like, oh, maybe I should vote for him.
Right.
No. It was just there was one issue in particular with her that just really is hard for my conscience, and I had to really think long and hard about how I was going to be able to grapple with that, and I just felt like I was able to come to a place where my spirit was at rest about that issue. So,
But
I voted with her.
Yeah, and there were just too many things with Trump from the beginning that we just we could not
vehemently disagree with.
Yeah. So, and that's okay. And like I said, if that's your thing, that's we respect
totally okay.
absolutely.
I still love you.
We absolutely.
And I think that's been the most sad thing when people are just like, well, I mean, those people believe in this. These things are terrible, so I can't be friends with this person anymore or whatever. And I think that's the
crazy.
worst thing. I mean, if you definitely disagree with somebody, even on fundamental beliefs, isn't that a reason to be friends with them? Like to love them anyways? And I don't know. I have a really hard time with that because I feel like that's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right.
Yeah.
But everybody again has to choose their own path
That's
and
it.
their own way they relate to people. Harper Ellis Ward.
So by the time you see this, we'll all know what the final thing is. But right now, we have no idea. We're just gonna go home and.
Plus, it is pretty cool. You have to admit, regardless of just separate from what you feel or what you believe, to have a woman president.
Yeah.
I mean, that in itself is a huge, in my opinion, step forward for democracy and for women. And
Absolutely.
I just think it's really cool. That part is cool.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to be a part of that.
Yes, hopefully.
Hopefully.
You'll see, no matter what, as New Yorkers now, our native New Yorker down here, Mr. Harper Ellis.
Yeah.
But there will be a New Yorker who's president tomorrow. So that's going to happen no matter what. So, all right, guys. We'll check you later. We'll follow up, I'm sure. But thank you guys for coming
starving.
on.
Are you starving?
I'm starving.
I feel like we're always starving on the
We're
block.
starving. Sorry. We're always starving. We're always tired, and we're always busy. Hey guys, a little epilogue. Obviously, that was filmed on the night of the election, and obviously it didn't turn out the same way that we voted and had hoped for. But I know there's lots of different people with different, I'm sure there's lots of Trump supporters and Hillary supporters and that sort of thing, third party, and I think that's all great. That's part of a functioning democracy. I know it has been a little crazy just because I don't know how many people actually thought he would win. But hey, if you did, that's awesome. There are lots of reasons that we ended up voting not for him, but he's our president. And I believe in that. And, it really has grieved my heart over the past 8 years to see people say about Obama, he's not my president. I'm not going to say that about Donald Trump. Yes, do I want to work hard so that he is not the president next time? Yes, but on a caveat. Let me just say this before you get mad. I hope that he's a great president. I hope that he does great things. I actually hope that he's way more moderate and way more level-headed and way less vengeful and all of these kinds of things when he's in office, and I hope he surrounds himself with great people. Heard somebody, I think it was on Facebook today, the source of all good political things. I'm kidding, right? And somebody said wishing that the president doesn't do well is like being on an airplane, the pilot you didn't want gets on and you hope he's not successful. You're on the plane! So we're on the plane, so we hope that he does a good job and that he has great... And listen, as Christians, we believe that we pray for our leaders. So even yesterday, me and Harper and Olivia, we prayed for Donald Trump. And so I wouldn't say I'm a supporter. You know, a lot of the politics aren't the same. A lot of the values are not the same. And I just, you know, it's been hard. You know, I know Trump supporters have been like, get over it, Hillary. But listen, when someone who is completely different in the value category as far as what is important, it's just hard. And I think on the flip side, it would have been the same way. And I'm sure Hillary supporters would have been like, get over it, Trump supporters, you lost, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is that let's support each other. Let's hope for the best for each other. That's our only hope. And I loved last night, or starting yesterday in New York in Union Square, people started putting Post-it notes all on the subway tiles with just encouraging words. That is amazing. I love that. And what a great response to something when you feel like something is not what you believe in, or this kind of thing, is to be a light, is to encourage, is to be kind to people. There are people, particularly in some of those minority groups that Trump was so vocal about, that feel very threatened right now. And that may be not justified in the long run. That may not be true. He may not actually do some of the things, and it may be a misunderstanding, but they still feel that way. So I encourage you to be kind to people. I encourage you to reach out to people and participate in the democratic process like we did and like hopefully you did. And if you didn't, do it next time. And stand up for what you believe in. Do not be ashamed. And love each other. Respect people with different views. I respect you if you voted for Trump. I hope you respect me because I voted for Hillary and Olivia and Harper, and that we want the best for our country, we want the best for our families and our children, and we want the best for each other. Ben's done preaching. See you next time on We Are the Wards. Love you guys. Bye.